Yo, 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 yo. What's up, people? We back, man. We back. Yo, we back from the event. We back from the event, man. Y'all know what it is. Mic check, right? Mic check. I swear the coaches are always late. Look, man. We got to. You know what I'm saying? We run the class. We make everybody wait. Y'all chill for a second. What's going on, study, man? What's good with you, yo? What's up, Quayne? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let me get an audio. Let me get a good audio check real quick. Music all good. I want to blow y'all ears out. Y'all let me know. Turn it up. Turn it down. Voice is good. How's the hip, man? We in there, dog. I said I could get up. I could walk around. I'm a little bit more mobile than what I was before. You already know, man. Wish y'all had gotten 15 fighters to play with, you and me both. I wish we'd have gotten 15 fighters to play with. Rob, what up? Yo, so I kind of want to, I just want to jump right into it. Perfect sound? Cool. That's exactly what we wanted. All right, so what do y'all think, man? Like, we back, dog. Like, all the creators is back. Everybody done dropped all their videos. What do y'all think? I've been jumping rope for 25 before the coach even shows up. Hey, look, that's called pre-programming, okay? Get you in that pre-programming real good, you know? Yo, so, what everybody think, man? What everybody got to say about, and what are your concerns, yo? Like, what are everybody concerns after watching all of the creators' vids, all of that kind of stuff? My vid was short. It was short. Crazy thing with that, though, Quayne, was the actual video was about an hour and like 30, 40 minutes. And I cut a bunch of that down, yo. And I just wanted to show like kind of like the most exciting parts, man, of the, you know what I'm saying? Because I figured everybody was going to do these like really deep breakdowns initially. So I wanted to save that for this right here. I wanted y'all to catch my breakdown and all of that live, yo. No reaction, no pre-record, no nothing. I wanted everything to be straight up. This is exactly what coach says, exactly how coach felt about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I opted to do it this way and do the vlog first. But honestly, yo, I can't wait to see how everybody else did their vlog stuff, dude, because I was nervous about mine. I didn't think, dude, I've never vlogged before, ever. I thought it was going to be straight trash, yo. So, Captain, he said, how were the AI tendencies? So the thing was, man, we didn't play any AI. Everything we did was straight up one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the video, we had the 11 fighters to choose from. And then everything from the minute we touched the controller B was straight up 101. Fanatical was good, baby. So yeah, like as Fanatical, from the minute we grabbed the controller B, we were straight up one-on-one. And the thing was we all went in blind. We all went in completely blind. We didn't get a whole lot of a breakdown with the controls and all that type of stuff, man. Will basically put us on the sticks and said, you know what I'm saying, you kind of figure it out. Why do you think they didn't let you play the latest version? I don't know. So I'll say this. And obviously this is pure speculation. I mean, it wasn't really a question that we really kind of asked that way. It was like, if I was doing it, I probably wouldn't have put the latest version in there neither. I would have gave you probably a build or two earlier than what my current latest version is. And as a developer, and this is me, you know what I'm saying? This is all me. But as a developer, I would probably want to see what these pros coming in here are probably going to catch. If they catch the things that we have caught already in our current build and they're playing an older one, then we already know we're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. That means your team is doing good work. You know what I'm saying? And then your creators came in and justified your work. You know what I'm saying? So that's my 2 cents. I watched all the videos and I was happy with what I was hearing until some creators was shouting 2023 release. So legitly, I'll give you my mentality on it. I think it's gonna. I think we're looking at possibly the end of the year. Yeah, I think we're possibly looking at the end of the year. From what we saw, yes, it was buggy, and there were a lot of bugs. You know what I'm saying? Fanatical, Juice, Study, all of them can attest to the bugs. You know what I'm saying? Coach would be like in the corner when the fight started, and then all of a sudden he'd be in the middle of the ring, yo. Like it was kind of crazy. I played the computer. I just didn't move. I won't be surprised if Cambosa beats Haney. Yeah. Was there any TKO stoppages when you played? Yeah, that was a lot, dude. Like nobody walked out of there unscathed. You know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of a strict learning curve when we first got in too, man. You know, it was you, but and you let Fanatical and Juice and them tell me if I'm lying, but it started out really kind of like, I mean, we all stayed on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? We had some dog. We had some tough competitors up in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that, yo. It was good, man. It was good because, like I've said before, it was some real iron sharpening iron up in that joint, yo. And you could see how fast, like, everybody was growing, like, by the hour. Like, every new fight, somebody was doing something different, man, or a style change was happening, or somebody had picked up a new technique, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was that, dude, it was that wild. But yes, there was some KOs. There was not TKOs, but there was some KOs. Still for 2022 release, yes. Coach, when can you upload some gameplay? And I love the controller y'all had. No gameplay, but another shot of the controller real quick. You know what I'm saying? One of like 6 in the world right now. Yo, these joints is bad dope, son. Like, these are dope. So I have to give a shout out to SEI, man. Appreciate SEI for dog, like the treatment over the past few weeks or the past couple of days, dog, was just amazing, dude. It was amazing. Your study said all we needed to do was press start and the punches would have started working again. I'm pissed we didn't try that. For real, dude. We was trying everything. It was like hug them, go to the corner, lean up against the ropes, do smooth movement in the corner to see if it kind of like unlocks. Like, dog, we was literally trying everything, yo, to get our punches back together. So for anybody that don't know, man, like, we would have this bug sometimes where, like, literally the punches would stop, or you couldn't guard anymore and things like that, yo. So we was trying to find like wild ways to kind of like to break that up, you know what I'm saying? And dude, I think we did push start though, right, Juice? I think we did. We would go into the menu, we would do everything but hit restart. TKO stoppers. ZM with the $2 dono, appreciate it, yo. Is summer 2023 realistic for a release date? I mean, obviously, if you push it back from now, it would be realistic. You know what I'm saying? But I do, man. I think we're looking at December, B. Like, I really think we're looking at December. How authentic did the game feel as you guys were playing it? And will you have to play to each fighter's strength opposed to their weaknesses? I'll be able to use to a degree. Yes. And I'll elaborate on that. So Juice actually said something while we was there it was spot on. He said that everybody, and mind you, we had four people in there. If we don't count Will, we had 4 people. Juice said that everybody in here fights differently, right? And he was spot on, dude. He was spot on, because as we were learning the game, everybody was literally developing their own style. And it was like, we started out just like picking characters, who picking fighters. Who did you want to use? I use Caleb Plant, this, that. And by the end of it, yo, everybody had kind of like started to settle on a particular fighter who fit them a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So we had, and look, for the creators in here, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but we had like, Juice was like a come forward. You know what I'm saying? He was a come forward. He was a banger. But at the same time, you can tell that he wasn't just barreling his head into the wall. Like he was thinking, and he was still trying to like cut the ring off and things like that. Biz was weird because Biz would switch up depending on who he was fighting. Like Biz would change up depending on who he was fighting. Fanatico was more of a range control, traps, really good movement. Shout outs to you, Fanatico, for really getting the most out of that loose movement. You know what I'm saying? And I was more of a counter puncher, trap setter, try to control the range. So I know Todd had put in the Discord, for anybody who's in Discord, Todd said he was watching me and Fanatico's fight and he was like kind of boring. That is because we literally was trying to outthink each other like the whole fight. So our fight went all the way to the distance. Body shots should be OP to a degree, and I'll address that too. Body shots was pretty much a death sentence, yo, at a certain point. Dude, it was massively overpowered. I get it. Nobody likes getting banged to the body. And I get that being able to hit somebody to the body and make them think, okay, I need to protect my body versus, you know what I'm saying? You give somebody multiple options, and it helps in training the person that you're fighting against. But it was massively OP, dude. It was overpowered to the point that you could end a fight in 2 to 4 rounds guaranteed, yo. And it was no escaping it. You know what I'm saying? Your body would be so red that it was one tap from any button, a jab to the body would put you in a knockout state, man. Dude's adrenaline would be up, yo, from one tap as soon as the round start. Like that kind of needs to be balanced a little bit. I don't think anyone in here trying to talk about my level up for day 2. No, I gave you that respect, yo. Like I said, man, and to Fanatico's point, he said in day 1 that he was the worst. I didn't necessarily feel that way. I think that was his own personal judgment. You know what I'm saying? But he did, man. He did. The Ray Lewis fight, Fanatico. That was where we all peeped it. You know what I'm saying? Not the Ray Lewis, but the Joe Lewis. The Joe Lewis fight. That was when we all peeped it, yo. That was some Ultra Instinct shit. Biz said we should expect different names, big names. As good as that game is, yeah. For anybody that can't get it as of right now, dude, I absolutely love that game, dude. Absolutely love that game. Yo, House Sauce was loose movement on Caleb Plant. He was slick. Yes, and like I don't know, man. I thought Joe Lewis was, dude. I thought Joe had some serious movement, dog. He had some serious movement. What can you tell me about the cuts at the fall off the knockout? How is it to lift a boxer? So in getting up, all right, I'm gonna put this on display again, right? So, and you should watch Study's video. Study had a real good one. He literally drew the way that the get up mechanic, and it was L2 and R2, right? And this is something that I want to talk about too, because specifically for PS5, because you have the haptic triggers. So on there, you literally can use the L2, R2, and it's like a bar that's moving. That bar gets smaller as you run out of, as your stamina gets lower, as you get knocked down more, as you take more damage, as your health bar gets lower, all that type of stuff. So it makes it more difficult for you to actually get up off of the mat. But you have to literally align. You have to press the left trigger and the right trigger and get, there's an arrow off to the side. And you have to get that into those red areas. And as you do that, there's a green bar up top that fills up. Once that fills all the way, then you get up off of the mat. Now, I seen some people, Fanatical, Juice by, dude, I don't know how Juice picked it up so quick, but Juice by day 2 was getting up off of the, he's getting up off of the mat, B, with a mad tiny bar. And of course, Will, our host, was good at it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But with the haptic triggers, I wonder how that's going to play, because I think it would be a good idea, yo, if they actually put feedback into you getting up and kind of like stressing how difficult it is for you to get up off of the mat. You know what I'm saying? So a little plus or minus, you know what I'm saying? However you look at it. Yeah, no one likes getting hit to the body. Yeah, we talked about that, right, Study? We just had that conversation. Good on you for taking the knee too, Study. Like, good on you, B, because I'm trying to tell you, I've taken a blow to the body before, God, and it does not feel good, man. It literally can make you want to hurl your guts up, dude. It make you want to throw up. Body shot in the lead side of an orthodox was broken. The rest was kind of like the head. So so when me and Fanatical played, I was during the tournament. Body shots for the most part, I had exclusively thrown uppercuts to his midsection, and eventually I got it like a yellowish orange, but it was nowhere near, and that's 12 rounds. I mean, it was nowhere near as severe as what it was when me and you played, Juice, and the side of my body was red in 4 rounds. It was ridiculous, but shout outs to Biz on his timing of some of those body shots, B, because he would almost time it just right. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that he had figured it out a little bit towards the end of the trip, because he was getting flash knockdowns quite a bit. But when you look at Fanatical, when you look at me and your match, though, dude, I thought a flash knockdown was gonna come at some point. You know what I'm saying? But there wasn't a single flash knockdown over the entire 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I heard from Fanatical was honestly concerning. Like what? Like what? Ask the control I gave you with the eSports Riding Club design. They will sell that control. They will also sell. Yo, Project Jab, appreciate the 10, man. I appreciate you answering our questions. Dog, I'm here for y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's a design. They will sell that control. So I'll tell you this too. Dude, was it the weed? No, the slip mechanic. So the slip mechanic is on your L3, and you have to press it in. You have to press it in and then move. So Fanatical found out later on that if you press it and keep it pressed and then move it at the same time, then you literally could slip in either direction and it would respawn. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't hold it down, dude, sometimes it wouldn't respawn, and that was tragic, dude, because you try to throw something and slip after, or you try to step in and slip and time it right, and it wouldn't come out, and you eat a shot. The thing about that is I don't even like it being there. That was kind of like one of the primary controller. That was one of the primary controller things, man, I didn't like, man, was that placement of that. So if I will 100%, if that is not changed, I will 100% have a controller with mappable buttons, yo, and I will remap that button somewhere else so that I can get the most out of it. Yeah, we ended up calling it the one tap. Yeah, he's one tap. Right? He one tap, boy. Watch out. He one tap. But Fanatical, how quickly did we see like a meta start to develop, like while we was there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He one tap. That's funny. How is the damage system as far as like you're asking, like as far as like cuts and bruises and stuff like that? Like we didn't see it. Will did say that it was implemented into that build, but for some reason we didn't see like cuts and bruises and things like that. What was the fight of the century? Oh, okay. Story time. So me and Biz, right? Me and Biz, we and I wish we had a camera rolling at the time. Yo, we realized that we didn't have a camera rolling. That would have been the reaction after it would have been so classic, B. So classic. So me and Biz was on the sticks. I won't talk about how the first fight went between me and Biz. I will talk about the first fight. So this is fight number 2, all right? But it's Gaddy Ward, right? We're doing Gaddy Ward. I'm Ward, he's Gaddy. And it started out, and Biz will tell you, man, like I was eating Biz up. But this is just a testament, yo. Do not sleep on Biz neither, yo. Don't sleep on Biz. Don't sleep on nobody who came to this event, yo. Don't sleep on nobody. Any of y'all out there talking about, yo, I'ma go, you know what I'm saying, undefeated, I'ma do this. Yo, I want to run up on Fanatico, I want to run up on Juice. Yo, you out your mind. You end up get yourself scalped, yo, talking crazy like that, all right? So I watched Biz go through at least 5 or 6 different adjustments, yo, in that fight between me and him alone. And dude, I'm washing Biz at first, and then all of a sudden, bang, flash knockdown. And then I get back up, and then the next round, bang, flash knockdown again. Will is behind us, screaming. Will is behind us, falling out because he's watching the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? I was cutting the ring off, all kinds of stuff, yo. And them 2 flash knockdowns came. So hear me out. Literally, a fight can change in 1 punch, yo. All it takes is 1 punch to completely change. But we all know that's boxing, right? That's boxing. So, dude, and then body shots started to come in. Body shots, right? Body shots. And he starts to catch up. By the time we got to the 12th, both of us was hurt. And it was like time was dwindling down. We didn't necessarily know who was going to win the fight. Will is behind us like, I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's winning. And it's the last 10 seconds. The 10-second timer goes off. And just like any, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. We had to put Gaddy Ward on. We had to do it for real, you know? So, dude, me and him are just swinging hooks. Bah, 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 bah. We swinging them. And the time runs out. But because we're so in it, we literally tap buttons all the way through who won. We have no idea who actually won the fight. Biz, I won, dog. I won. Dude, we had no clue who actually won the fight, yo, and we couldn't go back and actually look at who was winning. We couldn't look at round for round. We couldn't look at who was announced, like nothing. So everything we went through, we have no idea who actually won the fight, yo. It was bananas, but Biz was, yo, we both in there. Oh my God, like Biz is rolling around on the floor, yo. I wish I had a camera going, but it was literally, it was the fight, man. It was the fight to watch, yo. The whole time we was there, because it started out as a wash and then adjustment, and then it was like readjustment, and then it was adjustment, readjustment, and then we ended up with a close fight, man. It was what, when we talk about the ebbs and flows of boxing, yo, it was the epitome of that, yo. It was the absolute epitome of that, yo. It's crazy. It was crazy. I love this game, son. I really do. I really love this game. The fact that I can even give y'all that story should tell y'all. It should have all your blood pumping, and it should tell you just how good this game is, yo. And it will be when it drops, yo. It's wild like that, yo. It's that good. Juice was a beast at that body. Yes, he was, man. Yes, he was. Yeah, dudes was walking across the screen while I was trying to get up, and I still got up. Yeah. Oh, I know who you talk about, because Fanatico was getting hyped. So. And y'all championship fight, yo, Fanatico was getting hyped because Fanatico was dude. Fanatico, Juice had you on the ropes, B, and I'm sitting back there watching it, and I'm thinking, yo, Fanatico's like, Juice is gonna get this win. Juice is gonna get this win. My man, body hurting. Juice is gonna get this win. Shout outs to you, yo, for going 2 minutes avoiding a knockdown for 2 minutes. Completely avoided the pressure, B. Shout out to you for that, yo. You earned that. Very disappointed in what I heard. I'm not even excited anymore for this game. LOL. You're bugging. That's my reply to you, but you're bugging. After playing the game, is there any fighter you're more excited to play as? By the time I got done, Terrence Crawford was who I kind of had like settled on, because it was like playing Terrence Crawford, dude. Like they've got it so good, like the way that they move and things like that. And it was like it was just the fact that Crawford couldn't switch stances is what kind of sucked. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he'll be able to switch stances by the time we actually get in there. Coach, where to go? I can't do that. Jay, I can't do that. I can't do that. I didn't win the tournament. If I don't win the tournament, might be different. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie, I can't see anyone messing with me, to be honest. I want Boss Fanatical first day. Hey, I watch it, Jay. I watch it. Study. I thought for the first one was close and maybe a draw. Oh, you talking about? Poe, what's good, coach? What's good? They shouldn't let all y'all pick one fighter each who y'all wanted, and they picked the rest of the 5. I didn't really got a feeling there was a whole lot to be done, like 2023, 2024. So there was bugs, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I can try to go down the list. It was some glitchy stuff. You would have stuff. Jeremiah, yo, what's up, yo? You would have stuff where, like, if you did clinch. So let me clear that up too. So I know I said that we didn't see the clinch system, and I kind of want to clarify that. We saw the clinch. What we didn't see was really kind of like infighting inside of the clinch. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like clarify, because we could clinch. The clinch was a little bit bugged too, though, because you would clinch, and if you was pressing buttons, the person would literally just fall on the floor and start having a convulsion, though. It was crazy. So it was definitely buggy. You know what I'm saying? But it was buggy, man. I can't. Fanatical, did you talk about? I don't think I seen it. I don't think I heard it. Did you talk about when the dude got knocked literally out of the ring and flew into the stands? Think Will was wrong. Ash and the other devs mentioned cuts weren't in the bill. We played as blood was on canvas, but no visible cuts. Man, I wonder, because I don't remember seeing any blood on the actual canvas neither. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we had 2 different builds on top of it. Matter of fact, I almost know we didn't have 2 different builds. Because I think I seen the dev already say that we had basically the same build. Meta develop fast. I think I used it on you first. You were whooping me back, and I went from your body aggressively. Oh, you're talking about the Conor Ben, TC fight. Yeah. It was, man. Like, and I still think Conor Ben might have been a little bit like. I think Conor Ben just might have been weak to the body too, man. I think that's why it worked so well too. Because at first it was, man, and then it was like the body shot stacked up, and it was like, wow, like this might be. And I think I even said it for that. I think I said, yo, body shots is busted me right after that fight was over. Jay, you gonna die day one fighting any of us? Facts. Yo, it was. I will agree with you, Study. I think he gets lumped up, yo. How did refs react in the fight? So the ref was not even part of the fight at all. He was in the ring, but he didn't get paid for the fight. So, like, my man Kenny had nothing to do with the fight, yo. Like, you would. We even tried it. Me and Juice went in there. Was kind of just like. We was kind of just like labbing a little bit, kind of see what stuff you can get away with. And I was like, yo, let's just lock up real quick and then let's see where this goes. So we locked up, and it literally just, Kenny kind of walked over a little bit, but then didn't even break you up. Kenny literally had nothing to do with the fight, like, at all. He was walking around. There'd be times where, like, he would kind of like disappear, and all you see was his eyeballs kind of just floating there. Yeah, it was because it was buggy. It was buggy, but he didn't have any interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. How were the camera angles? So we had 7 different camera angles. Angle 2 was by far the best camera angle, yo. It was by far the best camera angle, and it's probably, unless they tweak some of the other ones, it's probably going to become the staple like camera angle. There was even like a first person like view, where you literally was looking straight at the person. You know what I'm saying? Like that was wild though. There's no way I could do that. But I know why they did that for, because that would literally put you in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I get that angle, and I understand it. Think about, what is it, Formula, any racing game, man, they have a first person right in the, you know what I'm saying, that HUD view. So I think somebody's probably going to feel it. Somebody's going to like it. Personally, none of us did. I can speak for everybody, yo, when it comes to that. My man Study said he's going to unleash the cheese fingers. Poe going to be an ESBC champ. I'll tell you this, Poe. I'll tell you this. And I know some of us have already spoke to it. Literally, you are rewarded for understanding the sport itself. And that was probably one of the greatest things, yo, that I could say about this game. I know Fanatical, in your interview with Sonny Edwards, I know he talked about basically that if you, like, you know what I'm saying, if you knew the sport, you can kind of do the things that you know you can do, like in the ring itself. Dog, I am not lying to you. Literally, you knowing the sport and coming in is going to give you somewhat of an advantage over other people, yo. Because if you don't know what the proper shots are, if you don't know how to set people up, if you don't know how to set traps, if you don't know how to be defensively responsible, all that type of stuff, yo, you're going to get slumped. You know what I'm saying? Until you get it together. You know what I'm saying? So knowing the sport was extremely rewarding, yo. And you caught that reward very early on, yo. Very early on. Oh, Fanatical, you didn't talk about it? Yeah, man. Bit like we saw Kenny, but did we really see Kenny? That dude was lost. Yeah, man, he'd be walking around and, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, it was, and again, I point out the bugs and stuff that were in the game, right? For the things that we had. We were not surprised by that going in, because we actually knew that we were going to see like some bugs. But I will tell you, man, if we walked away and overshadowed everything that we saw with that game, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Adore with the 5, yo, appreciate you, dog. Damn, y'all coming through today, man. Good Lord. If we walked away and literally just looked at the bugs and didn't look at the foundational groundwork that they have, we literally would have missed the entire point of being there, yo. We would have missed the entire point of being there. I understand that, like, people are saying, oh, well, there's bugs. Game ain't coming out until 2025. You know what I'm saying? But I think you would be reaching at the low-hanging fruit, man. Like, you gotta understand, yo, that the makeup of the game that they currently have right now is literally going to be, in my personal opinion, yo, there's nothing like it. There's going to be nothing like it out there right now. Somebody that went, tell me I'm lying. All right. Darkseid and Jay, most def got to go next. I want to see Darkseid on the sticks. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Darkseid on it. I want to see Darkseid on the sticks, yo. Like, big time. I want to see him on the sticks. How hard is Wilder's right hand? He's got a pretty mean right hand. And the thing is, man, is that we talked about specific traits and things like that. So each fighter, man, and this is just how in-depth they're going with everything. Each fighter's like actual makeup is completely different from everybody else. So I tell you this, I ain't playing Khan. Because they got to give that man, they got him getting a glass chin trait. Yo, I ain't playing with Amir Khan. You forget that. I ain't doing it. Like, but people going in with traits, and I'm talking left hand versus right hand power, chin, their ability to get off of the mat easier. Like, dude, they are literally building. So like how Poe be talking about, you know what I'm saying, tendencies and things like that. Like, they are literally bringing they're bringing the fighter into the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you would expect from the fight. We all know that Tyson Fury died in the ring fighting, you know what I'm saying, Deontay Wilder. Like, he died and then woke up and you know what I'm saying, and finished the fight. So obviously he's probably going to have a trait, man, that gives him like more courage or something like that. It allows him to actually get up off the mat and stuff like that. So it's like, but the left hand, right hand power thing, yo, that was, dude, they're really going into it. Not to mention, we talked about briefly, like actual like specific area like body damage. So like if you get hit in the arm, it's not gonna, it can do damage, but it won't do as much if obviously it's getting hit in the face. But targeting certain areas of the body, like if you want to hit him in the liver, then you can target the liver, you know what I'm saying? And getting hit in the temple may potentially cause a flash knockdown, or you may get stunned a little more, which, dude, they going deep. They are going deep into the game, yo. How old you think the build is? I mean, maybe. I mean, that's a hard. I don't know, man. That's a hard guess. That's a very hard guess. What did you guys think of the stamina? I think the stamina system needs to be tweaked. And I think we briefly mentioned it over the day or two that we was there. But the stamina definitely needs to be tweaked. Because and here's a prime example. Fanatico, one match, I think you had what, like 1,700 punches thrown in a round. I know I had got out of one, I had 1,500 punches in a round, and you would still walk away on like, you know what I'm saying, 80, 70, 80 stamina. You know what I mean? So it definitely needs to be tweaked, but they know that already. So it's not like we're bringing up anything that wasn't kind of like already talked about. Did Wilder throw windmills? Nah, he didn't throw any straight windmills. Not that I saw. I don't think I ever picked Wilder straight up. I never picked Wilder. Jokes aside, I don't think people are ready for how mad this game is. Study? No, I don't, dude. I don't think like it's. So here's the difficulty that us as creators are going to have. It's really trying to take everything that we played and really bring the emotion of what we played and deliver that to y'all. It is extremely difficult. There was never a time where I was on them sticks, yo, where I was not having a good time. Bugs and all. You understand what I'm saying? It was that type of game. And it was, you would get out of some matches and damn near be mentally drained, yo, because of you really had to like, there was no sidestep uppercut. You know what I'm saying? So this game ain't gonna make it easy on you, yo. It's not gonna make it easy on you at all. Who would you like to see in the next event? I think I definitely would like to see Darkseid go. I think it's hard to say, man. Like that's tough to say because there's a lot of people out there, man, who deserve to go. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to pick just a handful. Dude, all in all, Poe. I would honestly really like to see what Poe has to say about this game. Probably more than anyone, yo. I would really like to see what Poe has to say. And that's just as a way to pay homage to Poe for how much time he's been like campaigning, you know what I'm saying? To get a game. So I would really like to see what he has to say about it. Based on how the gameplay you experience, who is more likely to have the upper hand, pressure fighter or counter punchers? I think it depends. Shep, I think it depends, yo. Because we actually watched that develop. when everybody was targeting the body, yo, your anybody had kind of like there was no real advantage to a certain degree. Because everybody was going there. It was really kind of like on the fighter. Like, how well can he eat this body? But at the same time, once loose movement and once we started getting a sense of how to control the range and how to keep people out, how to slow the pressure, how to disguise our power punches, how to do all of that, it quit being that easily defined. You know what I'm saying? So it is really based on the way that you play it, which is how it should be, yo. Dude, I can't wait till the game comes out, yo, because I need to watch this. I need to be able to see the way that this develops over time and how the meta begins to change, because we did literally between the four of us. And Study, I don't know how it went with you guys over there, but I know between the four of us, man, it was just constant change, man, over and over and over again, and everything just continued to develop. We literally watched it develop with four people. And I think that honestly should speak to the quality of who was actually there playing the game. You know what I'm saying? If we were not that good coming in, yo, if we was just bum gamers coming in, yo, I don't think that would have happened that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would have happened that way, though. You saw Kenny get cracked by water. That's crazy, because I didn't know he could get hit like that. I didn't know you get hit. What fighter had the most effective jab? Ooh. Mm-mm. That's tough. Oh, that's tough, dude. That's tough. The most I got out of my jab was fighting Fanatical. That was the one he pointed out. That was the Conor Ben TC fight. And it was because I was pull countering a lot. So I had caught on to where Fanatical liked to push buttons, which eventually by tournament time he had changed it up. But I had caught on to where he liked to push a button, like what range he liked to throw one out. So I would purposely walk into his range, and then I would slightly step outside of it. And when he would throw, I would lean, and then I would counter. And I was getting a lot of like flash like counters off of it. Nothing that was like staggering, but I would get a lot of like flash counters, man, which get hit with a flash counter and you're damn near guaranteed a follow-up if you're in range. You know what I'm saying? Your follow-up is you're guaranteed another button, yo, if you're in range, depending on which button you press and whether you modify it or not. So I personally, look, I'm a fighting game like fan on top of that. So frame data and all that type of stuff is kind of like important to me. I would really like to know like what type of like frame advantage you have once you get stunned, and if that frame advantage changes depending on whether you got modified stun or just like a regular button. So whether you got hit hard or whether you just got snuffed, you know what I'm saying? Whose chin was concrete? Marciano was pretty solid. Dude, he was really solid. Carl Froch had a pretty tough chin too. He had a really tough chin. Using Roy Jones is going to be insane. So the loose movement that we was really playing with was really kind of like modeled after Roy. So you would see there be times, man, where you would move and then he would put his hands behind his back. I wish it wouldn't happen as much as it did, because it could really kind of like mess you up a little bit. Fanatical knows more about that than anybody. All this time and they are still far away from releasing. We don't know if they're far away, but if you think the end of the year, maybe beginning of the year next year is far away, that's personal. You know what I'm saying? If you was expecting like a June, July release, then yeah, maybe. I mean, I didn't necessarily, well, maybe early on I did. But I do believe that. I think December is very plausible, yo. I think it's a very plausible release date. So I didn't. Depends on how hungry you are for it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you think that's long or not. What fighter had it? I think it's liver shot. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because you can target specific areas of the body. What would you rate this gameplay 1 out of 10? I would give it. Oh God, how you putting me on the spot, man? 1 out of 10. If I'm taking bugs into account, so I would give it an 8. Let me explain. If we're taking bugs into account, I knock it down a notch. I knock it down a second notch because there was one thing in particular, yo, that we couldn't do that we made recommendations for. So in the game, if you lean, right? If you lean, you could shoot the jab, right? Like you could shoot the jab, but you couldn't. Every punch had to you basically had to return back to center really before, you know what I'm saying? So it made things kind of like a little bit sluggish and a little slower than what we would have liked. Take into account the fact that there was a delay in the actual button presses versus the analog stick. It did make it seem a little bit more sluggish. And when I say delay, man, like literally I could hit what? Square, triangle, circle. And I could hit it. I could piano it. And then after I was done pressing them, I could watch all three like come out. So there was a pretty massive delay. But when you use the analog stick, it wasn't that way. But that was because at the time, the game was literally like made for the analog stick. Like it was all really balanced for the analog stick. So do I fear that that's going to be an issue later on? No. I do believe that there's going to be more button users out there than analog users. And from what I'm getting from most people, from the 6 of us that went out there, was that we primarily use buttons, but we use the analog for uppercuts. And that's because it's like when you're pressing 2 buttons together to do an uppercut on either side, you risk your button, like your finger not pressing both of them the same way. So it was more effective to just use the right analog in order to do an uppercut instead of risking pressing the 2 together and then ending up getting a jab or getting a straight, something like that. So if that answers your question. So I would say a 8 for those 2 reasons. And the reason that, dude, you should be able to lean and then shoot while leaning. And I'll example, right? Let's say I'm setting you up, right? I'm setting you up. I jab, but I already know that when I jab, you jab back, right? So I'm jabbed, and then I'm gonna lean out the way to avoid that jab. I should be able to shoot my right, even though my left side is loaded. My right hand, I should still be able to hit you with, and then be able to rip my left while I'm still, and I should be able to punish you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be rewarded for trapping you in that way. And the thing was we couldn't necessarily do that. You know what I mean? And I need that. Like, if that one mechanic, if that one ability is put in the game without me having to slip and then return to center to project my, you know what I'm saying, like my jab and my straight or something like that, then it puts me in a position to really be able to set you up on the inside. And I'm far more rewarded for really, really good reads. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Jesus Christ is just boxing. Why can't they get punches and weaving down? It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. For the most part, most of the stuff is there. It's balancing is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I would let me throw this out there real quick. So don't look for a reason to not like it. You know what I'm saying? Be objective in your reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us went in not really just looking for the game to be great. All 6 of us went in looking with a strong microscope to point out every little thing that we found, man. And the thing was when we would sit and talk about the things, yo, we talked about a lot, yo. We talked about a lot. I know the community was thinking, oh, there's 6 creators, they sold, you know what I'm saying? Like, they done sold their souls, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are gonna go out there and they're just gonna come back and they're talking about how good the game is and all that type of stuff. And no, man, like, we were very real. But that's what they wanted us to be. They wanted us to be realistic about the things that we saw. They wanted us to come back and tell you the things that I'm literally telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? Any company right now, all right, let's be real. Any company right now heard me talk about their game this way, being this upfront, would literally be like, we're never bringing Coach out again. You know what I'm saying? Coach is never coming out to another event. You know, like, he's airing out everything. But they wanted us to be realistic about what we saw, you know what I'm saying, and give real feedback, you know what I mean? So I actually commend them for that, you know. Next event I want to hear, did you feel the height and reach advantage good between fighters? Yes, Rob. You could feel height and reach advantages. And it was tough because fighters like Conor Ben are on the shorter side. So you really had to get a good understanding of a person's range and all of that, yo, in order to really be effective, man, to kind of like get inside of that and fight. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, this game is going to require some serious IQ. It's going to require IQ of the sport. Punch selection is going to be important, especially if you want to operate at a high level. You better come in ready to, like, knowing something. Listen, y'all might want to go ahead and get on YouTube and start checking out some fights, man, and start putting your plans and stuff together, yo, because if you don't, you're going to come in thinking that you was good at fight night, all right? And end up getting your feelings hurt, and 2 hours into it, you're going to be online talking about ESBC game ain't good, uninstalled. I'm saying, like, listen, don't go in there thinking that this is fight night. As a matter of fact, I'll use Fanatico as an example. Fanatico said himself, all right, he thought that he was the worst one there initially. He said, man, he had to break his own brain to get away from everything he knew about fight night so that he could be effective in ESBC. Do not, all right, do not come in thinking that your fight night tactics, yo, are gonna work here, yo. It's not. It's going to get you slumped in the corner somewhere. Don't do it, man. Like, don't do it. Don't make that mistake. Give me stick figures that can change up to 7 stances, clinch, punch, measure distance. I'll take that over one button blocking where everyone fights the same, even if they look like real people. Yeah, thank you. Yes, you are 100% right. You are 100% right. Okay. Bob now, who is this dude? I'm gonna read it anyway, because I was playing that week boxing game, saying it was the best boxing he ever played. How can we take his word? Because listen, Leo, listen. All right, I'll be straight up with you. And this ain't me having spent time with Fanatico and being on Fanatico side. Honestly, the dude don't need nobody to really defend him. You know what I'm saying? But I fought a 12-round tournament with this man. You know what I'm saying? I fought a 12-round fight in a tournament with this man. I watched him literally grow on the mechanics to take away, all right, a number 6 of 10 or 1 of 6 Ali card. All right. I watched all of us in there break down every mechanic literally in the game. If you can't take Fanatical's word on it, then honestly, B, you hating over everything else. That's you hating over Fanatical instead of just taking what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Take the knowledge this man is spitting to y'all. You know what I'm saying? When he drop his next video, take the knowledge the man is spitting to y'all because he's being real about it. Understand what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. If you don't like the brother, yo, it'd be better if you just be like, man, I don't even like Fanatical, yo. What was truly the weak part of the game and the strength of the gameplay? Ugh. The weakest part of the game to me was the delay. It was the delay in the buttons, Rob. That was probably the weakest part to me. The strongest point, woo, buddy, wow. The thing that really kind of like took me back, man. The thing that really took me out was how authentic each one of the fighters seemed to their actual real life counterpart, yo. That was just, I couldn't believe it, yo. I couldn't believe how good they captured people, man. Like I couldn't believe it, man. And any one of these other guys could attest to that, yo. It was like, that part kind of blew you away, yo. Would you rather pay full price for ESBC you played, as in, or buy DLC for Fight Night Champion with gameplay updates for $5? Yeah, that's all wild. Shit, that's a wild, like, I don't even know how to answer that. I don't even know how to answer that. 8 sounds fair. Yeah, man, like that's my best. The game is hard to play. Rush, it's not easy. I'll tell you that. I made the comment during the event, yo, that it's not a pick up and play. You know what I'm saying? That it's not going to be necessarily a pick up and play for most people. You can pick up and understand the buttons. You may understand the mechanics, but your IQ and your execution is what's going to make the difference between you and somebody that's stomping you out. You know what I'm saying? Punt total seemed high for a round. The average boxer throws about. Yeah. And that's what I meant, Poe, was like, it just, the stamina kind of need to be balanced out. The issue you kind of wonder is that, and this is me throwing out a question. The issue you wonder with that is if you take that back a little bit, right? If you, obviously you want to take those numbers down because they are unrealistic. If you bring that down to say 50 punches a round or less, what is the action going to be like? What is the how is it going to feel? You know what I'm saying? As you're playing it, is the fun factor going to be there? Things like that. And that's not me. I'm cool with taking the slow approach. Obviously, Todd was talking about our fight was bored because we was literally measuring distance and setting traps for 12 rounds. But I think for your average gamer, your average player, the fun factor for them is going to dip a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever feel you were losing a fight due to the broken mechanic with the game besides the body shots? No. I never felt like I was losing a fight simply because of mechanic in the game. Never. As a matter of fact, I was sitting there talking like, look, me and Fanatical was sitting there playing during the tournament, and we were kind of like talking junk to each other on the and it was really more so just trying to like get into each other's head. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, Fanatical, you think your loose movement gonna do something, B? Like, get that shit out of here, yo. Like, your loose movement ain't doing nothing around here. Cause I'm gonna walk you into one of these punches here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But did I ever feel like the loose movement was so like good and broken that I was losing a fight? No. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, like, his loose movement was actually good. And I was having to set that up a little more. You know what I'm saying? When him changing into loose movement changed up his tempo, and it made me have to kind of like rethink the way that I approached, you know what I'm saying, him and the fight and stuff like that. So nah, I never felt like it was like no mechanic outside, like I said, outside of body shots. But I'm pretty sure they either got that tweaked or they're going to tweak it. You can jab and lean back and counter on fight night. How did the heartbeat feel? So we didn't have any rumble. Unless I missed it. You know what I'm saying? Unless I missed it. Any one of y'all say it. But I remember me and Fanatical's first match. I think one of us mentioned, it might have been you, Fanatical. I think one of us mentioned it, that there was no like rumble in the controller. So we didn't really feel like the rumble. And that was, that kind of, not that it sucked, but like it did take a little away from like your knockdowns, because you couldn't really feel that impact. I'll tell you this though. I tell you this. When you got a flash knockdown, especially to the body, oh my God, yo, it was so rewarding to land that body shot and then watch dude grab it and just like crumple to the floor, yo. It was mad rewarding, yo. How authentic did the fighter feel compared to their real life counterparts? Yeah, Project, dude. Like I can't speak on that enough, yo. They have done an amazing job, yo, capturing these fighters and their real likeness, dude. I cannot give them kudos enough for that. Oh man, dude, I can't wait to get my hands on the rest of the roster, yo, just to see how they, you know what I'm saying, to see how they operate. What had a better punch percentage? 2-punch or 3 or 4-punch combos most effective? See, so here's the thing, Rob. You go in there thinking that you're just gonna toss 3-4-punch combos like that, you're probably gonna get yourself knocked out, yo. All that stuff, you gotta set it up. So you to ask like what percentage landed better of a combo, it's really not a here nor there. You have to set that up, man, and you have to program the person that you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what honestly really made it effective. You know what I'm saying? You may have answered this question already, but what are the buttons to switch stance? It's on the D-pad. I think it was loose movement was up on the D-pad, and I believe stance switching was, oh my God, it was, I want to say it was right. I want to say it was right on the D-pad. Regardless of, it's still a D-pad button, not up. Ooh, I'm playing catch up. My God. I know Monkey and Sniper, but who's the natural GOAT? I was an analog guy always. William, like good on you, there, because I'm not effective, yo, with that analog stick. I gave it a good college try. Was not effective with that analog stick. Fight Night Champion takes 0 skill. I wouldn't say 0. You got to know a little something. Online, it would be catastrophic. Yes, it would be catastrophic, especially right now. And I made that point, man, with the current delay that's in it. Take into account the online delay itself, and it would be, dude. It would be miserable to fight online right now. So it would be rough, yo. Taking the online delay and potentially somebody's connection and all that. Goodly. Dark Side, I'm considered good in Fight Night Champion, but I always say how IQ doesn't matter at all in the game. You can't utilize boss IQ in Fight Night Champion at all. I mean, especially, and Dark, once the meta developed in there, yo, it made it worse, you know? It made things worse. What adjustments did Fanatical make, coach? So initially when me and Fanatical fought, he mentioned it earlier. I remember you told me your loose move ain't shit. And I put that back right after. Hey, look, man. I wasn't gonna go the whole tournament, Fanatico, without talking some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't gonna go the whole tournament without trying to get in that head B. Because and look, I'll give you that. All right, I'll give you that. What was difficult was literally trying to like. I was trying to like condition you not to throw punches where you wanted to throw punches. Yo, Billy Wright, yo, appreciate the 449, man. Y'all coming through, man. Damn. But Fanatical, I was literally trying to condition you not to throw punches where you wanted to throw punches. So I told you this after the fact, but I literally will walk up where you wanted to throw it, and then I would throw a empty jab meant to miss, and I was trying to bait you into throwing one so that I could counter right. But after a while, man, it was like you would move into position and then you would high guard and then you would stand there, and it was like, damn it, now my jab is just falling short and I'm not getting any reward off of it. And then when I went to I was double jab, like I was trying to double jab cross traffic to keep your right hand at home, because I noticed when I was moving to your right hand, you would chuck the right as you should. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to see if I could double jab cross that traffic, keep your right hand at home, and then shoot a right straight down the pipe. And dog, like clockwork, be every time you would throw that right hand, and I would eat a right, and I would eat a flat hard right, and it was like, dude, I cannot, like, this dude is just going to do what he want to do, man. Like I'm having a hard time conditioning this man to not do certain things. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest change I think I seen you make, yo. Between our actual fights, between day 1 and day 2. Do y'all have any one punch flash knockouts? Not one punch flat. Well, I didn't. I can't speak for the other 5, but a straight flash knockout, I didn't have one. We had a good deal of flash knockdowns though, and it really came off of well-timed and well-placed punches, dude. And I think during one of the conversations we was talking, and they basically said that, as a matter of fact, I even wrote it in my notes, B. Yes, I still have the coach's composition notebook here. You know what I'm saying? I think they said that there's something in it when it comes to flash knockdowns. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing was, as a competitor, you know what I'm saying? As a competitor, I'm gonna try to break down the timing to see if it's timing specific and what the window is in order to get that flash knockdown. So I you know what I'm saying, I brought up the question, but single punch KOs are, and this is me reading straight from my notes, but single punch KOs are affected by multiple things: the damage zone that's been hit, the traits of the actual fighter itself, the current stamina rating of the fighter that's receiving the punch and the one that's throwing it, left hand, right hand power, etc., yo. So when I say, you know what I'm saying, when I say that they have kind of like really dug into the wickets with it, it's going to be hard to really break it down the same way you would any typical fighter, like Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Street Fighter, I can literally go in the lab. All the frame data is given to me. I can go in there. I can find out how many frames a light jab is. I can know my character has a 3-frame normal move. I know that if I hit you with a heavy button, that you have 5 frames of recovery. Therefore, if I have another button that I can throw out, I can hit you with it before you recover. You know what I'm saying? To keep you in the block string and things like that. It's getting kind of nerdy in Street Fighter, all that kind of stuff. But that's just letting you know. Getting all of that in ESBC, yo, is not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that simple. You're literally going to have to lab this joint a lot. And I think everybody's going to have to go on this kind of like willing to take some L's to get better. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let me see. Let me catch up. Was there a taunt button? No, but you could throw headbutts. You could throw headbutts in there. I never tested what it seemed like if you hit somebody with a headbutt. But yeah, you could throw. And the thing was, when you was in loose movement, like they would do certain things on their own, man. Like dude be back there kind of like dancing, then you see him like raise his hands up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, which was pretty dope. Does loose movement affect stamina? Fanatical, fill me in on that one. Did loose movement affect your stamina? I know it made you susceptible to additional damage. I don't think it had a huge impact on stamina though. And like we said, the stamina in the game still needed to be tweaked anyway. So it would be hard to give you a solid answer on that. Do you think you can hook someone out with a check hook? I can't say yes or no. I never saw anybody get dropped with a check hook though. I'll tell you that. Why do the best Fight Night Champion players not have egos but everyone else does? I don't know, man. I don't know. So all in all, what's the biggest flaw about the game so far? To me, it was the delay. It was the delay and the fact that I couldn't lean and punch while I was still in the lean. That you kind of had to return back to center, even though it wasn't like massively so. So don't take it out of context to return to center. It changes things. Being able to still be in that lean so that I can rip it. You know what I'm saying? Especially after I've baited something out of you. That reward / payoff. You know what I'm saying? Especially of trapping. So that was the two biggest things that I won't say irked my nerves, but the two things that I wish was different. Comment hasn't gotten an answer in like 25 minutes. Don't backed up, B. I'm catching up now. Not to be funny, I didn't realize so many people played with the buttons. Yeah, be like I'm big time buttons. I'm big time buttons. Leak the clips y'all recorded? Yeah. Right. Dot said y'all didn't like the clinch system. We couldn't we couldn't infight. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't infight. I wish we could have, because I know that was a big thing, man. Like, I know there was a big thing a lot of people was asking about was the infighting. So I wish we could have. Body snatching all day. I hope they fixed that. I think that fixed, yo. Sounds to me like movement is very realistic. Just like UFC 4, but without the heavy span the game has. I can't say just like UFC 4 because I really don't know. But I know angles, positioning, things like that matter, because if you're not positioned right, dude, a punch will literally go right past you, yo. It will go right past you. And if you're rewarded for where you place your feet, which is good. Yeah, Ben Post said it. Realistic like UFC 4. I didn't have, so there you go. Y'all heard it from Fanatical. No flash KOs or flash knockdowns. Which fighters had the strongest punch? Or the strongest punch? Which one had the strongest punch? I mean, honestly, I would get that at Wilder, without a doubt. You heard Sergio Moore in the video talking about, Wilder can't box like that. All right, pivots in the game. So this is where that This is where like that loose movement came in. So you wouldn't see your fighter like L step and stuff like that until you actually hit that loose movement. Oh, when you hit that loose movement, that's when you started seeing the E steps, the V steps, the C steps, all that type of stuff like come into play. Was there ring girls between the rounds? Nah. You see any trunk or glove changes or options? Nah, we didn't see any of that. I spammed the power right with Wilder, but it was broken. See? There you go. Was the swelling visible? Nah, that's what I said. Like we didn't see any damage on our side. It sounds like they need to prove the lean. Yeah, they do. They need to prove the lean. Yes, they do, man. The weave, the slip. I think those two still kind of need some work. Again, man, I don't like the placement of having to press in the, you know what I'm saying, the L3 in order to get that slip in, man. I just felt weird, yo. So a modded could putting that on a controller, man, with some mappable buttons, 100%. That's 100% happening. If they don't move that. Can you bounce off the rope then lunge a hook like nah? Will require a learning curve. That will be the gold standard years from now. Project, yes. I would hope people catch on to that and say that, okay, we are moving in a sim direction. We can't do arcade games no more, yo. We can't do arcade play. What was fighting? I don't know if any of y'all mentioned it in y'all's. I don't know if I caught it, but you literally could go into the corner, hit the loose movement modifier. Y'all remember Tyson Fury? If any of y'all watched it, Tyson Fury's fight with I think it was Otto Allen, and Tyson Fury was in the corner and he grabbed onto the ropes and he's literally like moving and dodging and ducking and all that type of stuff. You literally could do that in the game. You could walk right into the corner and do the exact same thing. Somebody gonna eat that body up if you do that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's dope that they even have that in the game. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of shows a little bit more depth. Did Caleb Plant use more of a shoulder roll guard when blocking, or was he in the high guard? So you would have him in the Philly, right? You can have him in the Philly, and Biz actually said it. Like when he was fighting Fanatico actually leaned, and the punch literally like grazed right off of him. So it's let me give a shout out to the overall mechanics in the game. You know what I'm saying? The physical mechanics, the way that they actually interact with each other is nuts, dude. It's nuts. If you played any, look, I'm gonna get nerdy with y'all again. If you play any fighter, all right, if you ever played any fighter, then you would understand that every character model has what's called like a hitbox or multiple hitboxes, right? So it would let me give you an example. If this is the person, this might be the hitbox on the person, right? If the hitbox extends past the person's body and the other person's hitbox from their fist clashes with the hitbox, you'd end up getting contact, right? And if the hitboxes aren't done well enough, then you would have situations where somebody like threw a punch, and what you would see is like the punch actually not land on a body because the collision happens where the two hitboxes collide, right? So it would look weird. It would end up hitting like here instead of actually like making contact. In this, when a person hits you, you can actually see the punch like hit and rub off of their actual faces, or if their gloves are up, rub off of their gloves, and if somebody slips, roll off of their bodies. Dude, the mechanics they have for the designs and things like that are absolutely perfect, dude. They are perfect. Their designers, whoever it is that's putting all that together, man, is doing amazing work. I've not seen anything like it ever. I don't think I've ever seen anything that good before, yo. I don't think I've ever seen it that good. How responsive was switching into loose movement? Could you like throw a combination, then flow in loose movement? Yes, you could, yo. As I see Fanatical answer, but yes, you could, dude. Like you literally could throw a right hand, hit that loose movement modifier, and then like use a loose movement like move in order to evade. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that I caught on that Fanatical was doing in our like when we fought during the tournament. So the punches were sluggish, but the movement, footwork had no lag. Like literally every button you did, you kind of had to do in advance. It was just it was delayed in that way. And again, when we brought that up, it wasn't anything new. You know what I'm saying? Like they were kind of like already aware of it, you know? So I'm looking forward to the next time that we're able to play this game, whether it's released or beforehand or what have you, dude. Like I'm looking forward because I want to see how well that has been tightened up. Yeah, Showbiz mentioned he was doing. Yeah, man. Yeah, like it's dude, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy that they even what other game has thought about stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? What game has thought about that? Was there a soundtrack at all in the game? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. The main menu screen soundtrack was actually pretty fire, yo. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I didn't really know who was doing the music for the game. I mean, we seen the one poster that they put up, but that's been a long time ago. But the music, and it was catchy, dog. Like it was catchy. As Juice, I know Juice was walking around like humming it from time to time. It was mad catchy, and that could have been the simple fact that we was playing for literally like 10 hours, you know, a day. So it could have we could have heard it so much that it got stuck in our head, man. But yo, it was good. It was good. A little late, couldn't make it ASAP. No, Logan, you good, man. I'm watching the beginning of the stream now. To be honest, I truly do not understand why they didn't let y'all play the latest build. Makes no sense. I mean, you know, they're a game company. We're gamers. You know what I'm saying? We will never 100% fully understand what it is the company has in mind or why they do what they do. You know what I mean? Can you park your jab and leave it sticking out there? No, Rob. So that was the thing. Like you could double it up. Obviously, you could double up that jab if you was trying to keep a person from throwing a punch. But if you're talking like Usyk versus AJ, just to throw out an example, and really just kind of put something out there to like, you know what I'm saying, to have something in that traffic to kind of control that space to deter somebody for throwing something. No. And the thing is that I don't even know how you would implement it. I would like it. I just don't know how you would implement it, yo. I really don't. I would like to be able to paw your guard, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. I just don't know how you would be able to implement it. The thing is, man, a controller only has so many buttons and so many functions. So I don't know how much and everybody's got to remember that too. Like the virtual space has limitations. You know what I'm saying? So you will not get absolutely everything. You just won't. It's impossible, yo. It's impossible. And from the trailer, the punches are barely landing with significant power. Like you get a better sense playing the game of what powers are landing with real thump. Did the model show fatigue through animations? Yes, they did. Yes, I think about it for a second, but yeah, they did. So when somebody was like real tired, you would actually like if you wore yourself out, or if somebody wore your stamina down and it was mad low, you would visibly see their mouth open and them breathing hard. if you got hit like real hard, you would like you had a different level of hard punches. And this goes back to kind of what you was just talking about, Leo. Like if you got countered and you got countered with a jab, right? You would kind of get the flash and you would see their head go back. You would see it snap, right? If you really stuck them, you would really see a person like, and they would kind of like stumble a little bit. You would knock them off balance. But then there's times where you would really like, you could crank it, and if you caught them at the right time, you would put them down. You know what I'm saying? And those flash knockdowns are crazy, crazy rewarding, yo. Crazy rewarding. What's up, Coach? Quick question. Man, did the controls feel comfortable to you? Yes, they did. Everything outside of the slip mechanic, everything outside of that one button, I was okay with, and I could walk y'all through them. So it was, R1 was obviously, or your right bumper was your heavy modifier, and you literally can heavy modify any punch. So if you wanted to hit him with a jab and then hit with a stiff jab, you could. Left trigger or left bumper was the button that you use to actually like change your punches up to go down low. So if you was high, you could hold left bumper to hit low. Left L2 or your left trigger, that was your weave. You know what I'm saying? Right trigger was the block, you know. And then as you're blocking, analog sticks, you can move them around to block either high or low. Up on the D-pad would put you in a loose movement. I can't remember. I want to say it was right on the D-pad that would switch hit for you. And then of course, if you held in on the, like I've been talking about, if you held in on the left analog, then you would, and then moved it in any specific direction, then you literally could hard like slip. So square, obviously your jab, straight, hooks, you know what I'm saying? And then any combination of the two, so either square, X, and triangle or circle would end up throwing an uppercut. The one weird thing, and that was something that Coach caught, not Coach, but Juice caught, was that if you were up close and say you hit a jab button, it would actually turn it into like a hook. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because you're up close, but it was kind of weird. I could tell it was bothering Juice. Viking, it's a boxing sim. No cheese and spam, right? Yes, Viking, it's a boxing sim, dude. It's a boxing sim, like without a doubt, it's a boxing sim. Guess who is here? The man who's trying to put people in body bags. One call. We played on PC. Concept Reach just said to me, you can't button mash. You can't, dude. You can't. You cannot button mash. Could you still punch guys when they were falling down? Nah, you couldn't. Hey, you know what, man? You couldn't. I didn't try it, but I tell you right now, that's probably an unequivocal no. Am I an Xbox or a PlayStation player? I got them all, dog. PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Does Power Jazz snap their head back? Yes. Especially if you land it right. Goodbye, spammers and cheesers. Yeah, like that day is done. That is over. Spamming will get you knocked out, and two, like, you're not rewarded for spamming, dude. Like, you're not rewarded at all for spamming. You will burn yourself out, yo. You will completely burn yourself out, and it'll make you will easily get knocked out doing it. So don't bring that whack mess around there, man. Like, don't do it, yo. Don't do it. Modified punches to the body. Oh my God, yo. you really stab him. That was mad rewarding too. You hit him right, you'd actually see him kind of like stumble backwards. Oh. Just so you know, your kids are waving at the TV and saying hi to you every 5 minutes. Hello, kids. Can you describe the different cameras? Oh man. So there were 7 different cameras. They had you start out, camera 1 was like a cinematic view. It was kind of up close. You really couldn't see the feet. Camera 2 was a little bit more panned out. You could see everything better. Camera 2 was the staple, dog. Like camera 2 was the one that everybody is probably going to go with. You did have somewhat of like a TV broadcast camera. It was kind of like the one that you would see like on the zip line camera. You had like the first person view or like the over the shoulder. Kind of like I would put it as a fighter perspective, like camera. And then the other ones were kind of just like modifiers off of basically the ones that I just named. But those were really kind of like your primaries. But camera 2 is it. Camera 2 is the one. Once we switched to camera 2, that changed everything. That changed up everything, yo. There was no other way to play it outside of camera 2. Got banned for the Discord a year ago because of trolls. Yeah, spamming is done. Flaming Delta, spamming is completely done. That is done. You can attempt it. You can attempt it, but you ain't gonna last long. How did you like the game overall? At this state, listen, man. At this state, and that's again, I have to say this. All right, that's bugs and all. All right, at this state of the game, I absolutely loved the game, dude. I absolutely loved the game because I can already see your direction. Oh my God, Pressy with the 10. Did you sneak me out a copy so I can play it though? I didn't. Are you gonna take the money back? No, B. I wish, B. I really wish that we could have told y'all that we all walked away with a copy of the game. I really wish that it was like that, yo. I really wish we could have. Because I would be labbing that joint right now, yo. I would be labbing it hard because I need my get back on Fanaticals, and we ain't done, B. We ain't done, yo. We ain't done. Showbiz, we ain't done. We gotta run Gaddy Ward back, yo. We ain't done, son. It was with the passion that's put into this boxing game. I can't wait to see a creator that has this same passion for an MMA game. I think, you know what? I know we talking about, you know what I'm saying, ESBC and all that kind of stuff, but I think if SCI ever thought about branching into MMA, I think they would end up making like the MMA community extremely happy, yo. I think they will make the MMA community extremely happy, especially off of seeing what we've seen so far. Is the ref up close counting when you're knocked out? Leo, damn it. I'm not sure. I'm so focused on the mini game itself. Oh my God. I want to say he's faint in the picture, like while you're trying to get up, but I can't 100% tell you because you literally have to split your eyes. you have to focus on one side and then use your peripheral vision to use that get up mechanic. And in the beginning, dude, it was like, it was difficult. It was extremely difficult in order to get back up off the ground. Rogue, are you going through withdrawals from being away? You have no idea, dude. That's why I'm still sitting here talking to y'all and just trying to get it all out. All right, I need to get it all out, man, because I really wish that I could get back on it again. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I see you, Fanatical. I see you, B. We ain't done. Did Mickey Ward have his signature left hook? Ooh, I don't even know. I don't even believe I looked for it. I laughed at people saying there was going to be cheese. They should do a fan event. You talk to SCI with that one. Look at Dark. Oh, brother. Oh, man. Just got in chat. Is there standing 10 count in the version you guys played? No. Nope. Once you get dropped, you get up. You use the L2 R2 to get up. ESBC and the box community will be a beautiful thing when this game drops. Rob, you are yes. Oh my God. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. How hard was the KO minigame? It was, like I said, it was difficult at first. Once you got onto it, you would kind of get a little better. Project, did you experience the issue with the trainers teleporting in the middle of the ring? Yes, we did. Yeah, we did, yo. And it wasn't even like they would just teleport in there. It's like round by round, you would notice that they was getting like closer to the middle of the like ring, and they would literally be stuck in the mat. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd be like their shoulders and their head would be kind of like stuck in the mat. Do you think LA Sniper going to be good or bad in this game? Honestly, that's up to him. It's going to be up to his approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he brings that mentality in, or maybe he's just a quick learner like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. You got to detach your brain, though. You know what I'm saying? You come in trying to apply stuff that you knew from another game. Some of it might fit. But obviously, at times, you going to need to pivot, yo. You know what I'm saying? Your mentality is going to need to pivot. Just ask Fanatical. He literally said he had to break his brain, yo. He had to break his brain from Fight Night. I like to hear you keeping it real 100 with us because others are kids. I mean, y'all already knew when they. I ain't never came to y'all with some crazy stuff, man. And I know, like I said before, man, I know the community was thinking that we was going out there, we were paid off by the, or they chose smaller YouTubers to go out there so that we could be brainwashed and just bring y'all back some stuff. So that was all good so that we can get other opportunities later, man. Like, no, man, that ain't what they wanted. They picked us because they knew that we was gonna be real about it, So I always say these first 6, you know what I'm saying? I stand by that. And not necessarily because I was a part of it, but they knew what they was doing. That's why. I think anyone who was super good in Fight Night Champion will be bad at this game at first. Even if they play sim, it's just the muscle memory will trip you up. How blocking works or moving. There you go. Y'all, there you go. Do I think the game will be released this year? If I had to make a real strong, educated guess, yeah, Vance, I do, man, I do. I'm glad I haven't played Fight Night Champion in like 5 years. Don't do it, Mr. Nobody. Don't do it. Stay away from it. Don't mess yourself up, son. Don't mess yourself up, yo. Oh man. Let me see. I'm gonna skip a little bit. I definitely gotta catch up, yo. I gotta catch up. If I miss some of y'all, my bad, yo. This chat is wilding, yo. I love it. This chat is wilding. Oh, Boxer's Roll helped me with landing shots because it has a physics-based system. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that too. Tell us about the blocking. So I'll reserve talking about the blocking because I actually want to see the other blocking system that they talked about, which is probably going to be far more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Far more difficult because you're really going to have to choose in depth where and how you block. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. Blocking wasn't necessarily a really difficult thing. It wasn't really like super difficult to block. If you got a good read on your opponent, if they were like when Fanatical, you was playing Will, as a matter of fact, and I said it out loud. I probably shouldn't have, but I had caught on to what Will was doing, and I was talking to Biz in the back. We was having a conversation. I said it out loud, and I was like, man, like, see, Will is actually becoming like really predictable right now. So it was really getting easy to read him, and I saw Fanatical catch on to it too. As a matter of fact, y'all don't know that, but when I got ready to leave that night, Will was like, I'll try not to telegraph my punches and stuff. He was like, I'll try not to telegraph my punches as much next time. Yo, shout outs to Will Kinsler, dude. Yo, I can't, breaking away from the game for a second, I cannot tell you how important it was that he was so hospitable, and the way that he planned all of this stuff, the way he put it all together, all of that stuff, man, like, he created an experience, man, that I will never soon forget, man. So I have to give him, man, like a direct shout out, dude. That man invited us into his home and then delivered a knockout experience, yo. I can't thank him enough for like actually doing that for everybody, yo. I really can't. After hearing from you guys, my next video, why I am retiring from Fight Night Champion. Do it, Dark. Do it. Get out of there. Run, man. Run, yo. Like, run. So just because you are in range, does that mean all your punches will land? Or is it a thing where you both might not be at the same angle and you can still miss? Yes, Prezi. Like, I literally can be in range. I can be in range, but I can be standing to an off angle and he miss. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially during me and Fanatical's last fight, man, because when we first started, like, you should have heard, because we was playing literally the tournament in front of Sean Porter, Sergio Mora, Ty Grisham, Biz, and Juice. Like, everybody was there, and it actually created a really good dynamic, man, for the tournament, because you could hear people like talking, you know, and you had to try to like drown it out. But you can hear Sergio Mora going, "Oh man, look at Terrence Crawford taking them different. Man, he's coming with different angles. Look at them, yo. They're boxing, yo. Like, he's taking angles, yo. He's counterpunching. He's doing this, yo. And dude, it was so good to hear that, because you wouldn't hear that more than likely at a fight night tournament, you know. Because I was throwing punches at Gaddy, who no one was using, didn't move or anything, and some punches landed on him, and some landed on the glove. Yeah, Rack is definitely a huge W, man, for real, yo, like for real. How involved was the ref? Not at all. Kenny wasn't involved like at all, yo. And I think that was just more of Kenny being bugged than anything. But Kenny was there. Kenny was there. Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kenny was present in the ring, but mentally Kenny was somewhere else, though. Will did the Fight Night Round 4 event I went to. Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, Poe, I think we were talking about you there. I think Sergio Mora kind of brought you up. He's talking about somebody who bloodied his nose. Poe, was that you? Was that you who bloodied Sergio Bora's nose? Yeah, see, so you're not on the same line consistently? No, you're not. No, you are not. Of course I'm going to love it because I love to fight and the science of boxing and the art. But put some respect on fighting champion. Can't wait for this game to be released and get my hands on it. Yeah, man. Like this community is going to be so fire, yo. I can't wait. I can't wait for y'all. I really can't, yo. I really can't. Out of all the creators, who was the tallest and who was the shortest? Juice was easily the tallest. Juice is like 6'9", B. And I didn't expect it. I obviously was the shortest. But Juice, he pulled the wool over everybody's eyes, dude. Do not be fooled by the camera angle in his videos, B. Juice is not short, yo. That man stepped off of the elevator and everybody, myself, Will, Fanatical, Biz, we was all like, damn, Juice. So trust me, B, Juice is mad. Juice is mad tall. Yeah, Kenny was there, so he didn't get fined, dog. 100%. The more questions you answer, it sounds like it's going to take another year to come out. I mean, again, I can't say yay or nay, but obviously, honestly, man, I don't think it's going to take that long. You also have to keep in mind we play a different build from what they currently are on, and we have no idea of knowing how far developed the game actually is. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go in there expecting to see Terrence Crawford fully playable in game when just like maybe a month and a half ago we saw pictures on Twitter of him in the studio. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't know. We have no idea how far along they actually could be, you know? Yes, Fanatical. Juice shocked the hell out of me, dude. He shocked the hell out. I did not think he was that tall. I had no idea, dog. Thought Juice was mad short? Yes. All of us did, yo. There ain't nobody who dapped Juice up and was like, yo, what's up? And just walked off with that. Yo, everybody was like, damn, yo, you mad tall? Like, damn, you mad tall. They should have invited Well, see, you know what I'm saying? Leo, your mind was already made up before you would have went. So you'd actually been the worst person. The control that they gave you to play the Sport Boxing Club is also going to be for sale. I actually don't think so, to be honest. I don't think it is. I think we actually got like 6 standalone like joints, man, which is crazy because I'm never gonna want to use this. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm in the process of moving, and my next crib, yo, I'm gonna have it like in the back, like somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm probably never gonna use this controller. Not for real. I'm probably never gonna use it. In the character select screen, were the other fighters that weren't playable grayed out? No, they just so Vance, they just wasn't even there. 2K should make a boxing game because they pay attention to details. All these details I'm throwing out. Did the game feel like a real boxing match? Yes. If you wanted to play it like a real boxing match, you could. If you wanted to play it like a damn bar brawl, then you could. You know what I'm saying? But when you get 2 high level cats on the sticks, yo, you're ultimately going to get you're going to get a boxing match, yo. We talk about the same 2K that's obsessed with the microtransactions. That 2K, y'all about to set Tyrant off, yo. You about to set Tyrant off. LOL 55 juice. That's what you look like in your videos, B. Ty plays like a bar brawl? Yeah, 100%. And he'll call anything that ain't a bar brawl boring. Yo, I was surprised, though. I was surprised at how Sean Porter was sitting back there. He was kind of like watching the fights. And then got on the sticks. He still wasn't like smooth with it, but you saw him kind of like grow. And it was really like that pro fighter like was on the sticks, dude. And you actually saw him like developing as the fight was going on. Yo, it was bananas, dude. It was insane to watch him start to crack the way that he did. Did you get rewarded for counterpunching? Massively rewarded, Pressy. You were really rewarded for counterpunching. That's how me and Fanatico's other match was going. I was like heavily counterpunching with him. And then he body shot exploited me. Like, body shots was just busted, man. Like the body shots was so OP. But it was like I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I was playing in the range, you know, and then I would pull counter. And I was getting a lot of flash. I was getting a lot of flash hits. You know what I mean? But yes, you are rewarded. You're rewarded for counter punching. I expect that from Todd playing Marciano, rushing forward. Yeah. Are they change anything in the menu? Did any of you see anything hinting at a publisher? Nah, we didn't. Yep, no hints at a publisher. No hints at a publisher. There are great brawls. Yeah, they are. Todd was involved in every one of them. He was the smartest clincher. Sean, yeah. None of us was clinching like him. No, and he was using it right too. Like he would use it at the right time. Music to my ears, yeah, man. Prezi, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna love it, B. You are going to absolutely love it. And Prezi, man, to your credit, I've been in your streams and I've heard you actually talking out like what guys are doing, and I've heard you talking out counters on UFC. You are going to love ESBC when you get your hands on it, dog. You're gonna love it. How long do you clinch for? A few seconds, then the ref stops you. So the ref didn't actually break us up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think that was more of just the ref being bugged than anything. So we would kind of have to like break ourselves. Can you bite people's shoulder? Nah. Nah. No, free. Oh, he thought you bite people's shoulder. People bugging off of the fight this weekend. He did bite my man, yo. Did the jaw physics look good? Vance, I'll tell you this. I criticized in my I don't know if y'all saw it, but that Good, the Bad, the Ugly video that I did, and how their jaws like they were being disconnected. They looked much better in what we played. You know what I'm saying? It looked much better, yo. Who caught the worst beatdown? I don't want to put my man out there like that, yo. I don't want to. Ah, God. Should I say who caught the worst beatdown? I know who caught the worst beatdown. I know who caught the worst beatdown. I don't know if I want to put that out there, man. It was sparring, B. Like I don't really want to talk about sparring, man. We was sparring. You know what I'm saying? Do you think online matches will also be 12-by-3? Yeah, I mean, we don't know whether you can go in and kind of change the rounds and things like that. And, you know, like, we don't know if you'll be able to actually like tailor and set up matches online. So I would say yes, unless we find out, you know what I'm saying, that you can cut the rounds down to 4 to 6 to 8, you know, which I think would be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to do 12 rounds, 3 minutes. Star, did they show injuries during the match? No, we didn't get injuries. We didn't get any injuries. How are the walkout entrances? We didn't get walkout entrances neither. So I know my man. So defend the den. This is strictly for you. All right. We did not see robes, dude. We didn't see robes. I don't know what to tell you. But it was literally the reason we didn't see walkouts and things like that was because once you picked your fighter, you then picked the arena, and then it was immediately right in the ring. So, and I think that was just kind of part of the build. Do body shots slow down? Mm-hmm. When that's Michael, when that stamina drains, it affects him overall. Who do you think would win a real boxing match between Fanatico and Showtime? Oh, Fanatico eating it. Fanatico eating that, yo. Showtime Sean P is an animal, dog. Like he's always been an animal though. Any one hitter quitters? Yes, but not like a complete knockout. Not like a complete knockout. Knockdown, yes, but complete knockout, no. What's your honest opinion? Release 22, 29. At Prezi, man, I honestly believe that we'll probably see this game in December. Honestly, like that's my honest feeling, yo, is that we'll see the game in December. Vance said, "Can we get a wave check?" Listen, I actually got you. Y'all should follow my Instagram. I got him on there. Vance, I actually have been planning because I know Dark and JMMA do that. They have their joint going, the do-rag joint. I was actually going to hit them up with a wave check. I was going to hit them right in the Twitter, yo. Were you guys getting sauced up when you were playing? Nah, we wasn't. How are the not gun physics? Good. They're really good, actually. They're really good. Yeah, Vance, I'm gonna get him, dog. I'm gonna get him because I know I keep my 360s crispy, B. So I'm gonna see who out here been really living this wave game, dog. Who out here, you know what I'm saying? See who out here perpetrating. And I gonna say there was mad bugs in the gameplay, but do you think they will be fixed by December? Yeah, oh yeah. I absolutely believe they'll be fixed by December. Yeah, we know already that some of them have already been fixed. So, yeah. Oh, Dark. Oh, okay. Dark and J here. I ain't think y'all was still hanging around. See, I done already I done let it out there. Hey. I'm letting both of y'all know right now. You better get your brush. You better have your brush game tight, yo. Because when I post that wave check, yo, don't duck me. All right, do not duck me on the wave check, man. I really thought we had to wait until the 28th because the developer's going to make an announcement. We are the announcement, God. Hey, look, it's been about 2 hours or so. Yo, this has been insane, yo. 125 people, 126 is what I'm looking at right now, man. That's a record. 128, we still going up, man. 131, my God, yo. What's happening here, yo? My God. Yo, y'all really showed out today, man. Y'all came out, y'all showed out, man. I hope the information that I gave y'all right now was pertinent. I hope y'all gained something from it. Look, I'm gonna let y'all know I still got videos to make. But I still haven't told y'all 100% everything, man. Like, there was still additional things that went on during the event, man. I still have pictures, I still have videos, I have all that stuff, man, that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna put into more videos coming later on. Talking to Sean Porter and Sergio Moore and Ty Grisham, yo, it was crazy. If y'all didn't know, Sean Porter is an absolute shark on the pool table, God. Like, he is amazing on the pool table, man. But me and Biz went out there. Biz was playing the game. I was doing my coaching thing on the table. We kind of got Sean Porter doing some push-ups, yo, for losing. You know what I'm saying? No, man. Sean Porter is an absolute, like, he's an amazing human being, man. Me and him got a chance to kind of like talk off to the side. We did exchange numbers, man. He said that he would like to come on to the Coach's Corner, man, and do like an interview. So I am going to hit him up, yo. And dude, y'all keep looking out for the content, dog. Like, it's probably going to be great to have Sean Porter on the channel, man, and talk to him about his career, especially him just being like newly retired. Talk about ESBC, obviously knowing now that he's played it, you know, everybody knows that he's played it. And I think that's going to help to deliver some like additional hype, yo, to the community, to see somebody like Sean Porter up here talking about, you know, playing the game. Obviously, man, all the other creators, man, are going to have a lot of content coming out, yo. Even the guys who didn't go are going to have content coming out. JMMA, Dark Side, Prezi, Mr. Ardor, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just me naming the guys who are in here right now. If y'all don't follow their channels, man, go follow their channels. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a lot of heat, B. It's going to be so much heat that's going to be coming over probably this stuff is going to stretch. This stuff is going to stretch for quite a while, man. And y'all already know what it is, man. Here at the Coach's Corner, though, we always got something planned. We always got something planned. We always got something ready. It's the coach's mindset, baby. Like, there's just, that is what it is, you know. So y'all keep looking out for it. I'm gonna run through a few more content questions, yo, before I roll out. JMA, I'm wolfing now. Hey, listen, man, I don't want no excuses, Jay. Hey, both said I'm gonna have to get a cut and shut it down. Much love, man. Looking forward to seeing everyone's content. Yes, man. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all stuff too, man. Like, this thing ain't one-sided. Y'all already know that, man. Y'all already know that. Dark can't even spell. Freedom said check ready all times. Tell them, Freedom, you got to be ready at all times, man. Rob, big up to y'all. Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, man, that's gonna be it. I hope I gave y'all the information y'all was looking for, man. If y'all got additional questions, man, y'all already know. Hit me up. Listen, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Follow the Twitter. Follow the TikTok. Like, dude, everything. Oh, we also went over 1,500 subscribers, man. So y'all keep a lookout, man. We are going to have a giveaway. I'll probably do that over on Twitch. Let me find something good, man, to give out. Last time we gave out a PC. I I was thinking about maybe doing like a really good like monitor and stuff like that. My thing is, man, I want to get everybody prepped, yo. I want to get people prepped for when ESBC come out. So if you ain't got a good monitor, man, I think that'd be a good idea. I said we gave out a PC last time. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming, man. This was all love, man. Appreciate the donations. Appreciate all the comments, the conversation, the viewership. Dog, I couldn't ask for much more, yo. So that's it for me. A brother hungry, so I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Y'all know what it is, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.